Third phase moon, Blake Cousins. We've got a photograph that is coming in from NASA. We're going to pull it up and get a closer look. We're going to go over tonight in this episode in high detail of whatever these anomalous objects that are captured from NASA. There is a mystery behind this one photograph, and we're getting a close look at something that looks otherworldly orbiting our Earth. What the heck is it? It basically seems to me that it almost looks like a massive metallic craft. Hard to tell if there is any kind of features, but we're going to pull it up. I'm adding some brightness, contrast, a little sharpness to make this thing pop. But what's really interesting is it's not just one object. There are a couple of anomalies that are captured within this NASA photograph. It was captured, I think, in 1996. I don't know if you've seen this photo. It's the first time I've seen it. And what is going on in this photograph? We got this black anomaly, and down below, comparatively to this massive large object to the upper right hand corner, and there's some kind of a little speck to the left of the gray object itself. I got Brent here, and we're just going to go over this with a fine-tooth comb. Brent, what do you make of this?
Yeah, this is a good one. Blake, I've never seen this particular photo, and I don't think anybody else have either. This is the first time we're breaking it down right now at third phase, and I'm looking at this, and it's something that I've never seen before. The shape is odd. It really doesn't look like anything that I've ever seen compared to a satellite or a cube satellite. This looks entirely different. The shape is very smooth, and it kind of has contours that aren't really recognizable in our fleet of satellites. What this is, it's hard to tell, but people would look at this and almost say, could this be Photoshop? I'm glad that we got the original shot from NASA to prove that this is real, coming from the source, apparently. But again, I believe this is out there in space, and it's not one of ours.
Some people are speculating already. I could probably guess in the comments below that some people might speculate that this could be the Black Knight. But what's interesting about the shape, you see a shadow from underneath to the side of this object, giving it some dimension and size. To me, I don't think this is just kind of some space debris out there or just a flake of metal, but more of something with some girth to it. This thing is massive. You can see the shadow to the right, so it's given it some kind of geometric shape, in my opinion, almost triangular, definitely 1, 2, 3-sided. It's hard to tell what's on the other side of it or what the purpose is, but what's very interesting is whoever captured this photo, to me, it doesn't seem that it's just some random space shot. To me, it seems that an astronaut noticed these objects, grabbed his camera, shot it out the portal of possibly, I'm thinking this is a space shuttle mission that captured this back in the late 90s. But to see this come into focus, hovering over Earth, what is it? What got the astronaut's attention? He must have noticed something. So we're seeing anomalies throughout. 1, 2, 3. Here's the original photograph again. Let's get a closer look. It's, again, like I said, shooting through the portal of the space shuttle itself.
Yeah, you look at that. I'm going to dub this as the axe UFO. It almost has the shape of an axe. You could tell this thing's massive. It's pulled away from the camera, from the portal itself, and this thing's some distance away. I'd imagine at least a half a mile, and for it to be this prominent in the shot and to this scale, this thing must be the size of almost the International Space Station. It's huge.
What I'm wondering too is could it be maybe some kind of a meteor or maybe a comet that they captured within this photograph? I don't think so. I don't think there's any celestial object that I'm aware of that came that close to Earth. And if it did impact Earth, whatever it is, it seems quite large, and it could possibly do some substantial damage if it did indeed impact. But again, you have these anomalies that are to the bottom left of this massive gray object, and then there is something off in the distance, a little dark spot. But again, the geometric shape to the upper right, the gray body, whatever it is, seems otherworldly. That's why we're sharing it right here at Third Phase Moon, going over in depth of this photograph captured by NASA. I'm going to be, again, supplying the original link below, but it was a NASA image from the nasa.gov data image base. And they say these are ISD high-res images. And definitely they are high-res because that's how we're able to zoom in on it and see the clarity. The name of the photograph itself is known as the ST61C ST61C-31. It's a JPEG photograph. Again, it is definitely high res. They didn't take this picture by accident. It caught their eye. They definitely knew what they're taking a picture of. It's in perfect focus. And that's kind of weird for NASA. Usually they're really grainy, and if this was in the 90s, a high-res picture in the late 90s, they were definitely studying this object. I'm not sure if this photograph was leaked out somehow or what's going on, but it recently came to our attention. Somebody sent me this single image along with the NASA link, and I'm like, this needs to be shared right now. Brent, what's your thoughts on this? We're getting a really good close-up look at it.
Yeah, this is badass. I like it. One of the better UFO pics from NASA. And yeah, why not talk about one UFO that's this extreme for the whole episode, for the show right now? It's important. I like what we're looking at. Again, the contours and the shape. It has a smooth stream to it. It seems like it's not like clunky. It seems intelligent in design, and it's not trash or satellite or any sort of garbage out there just floating. I think this is some sort of vehicle there's intelligence behind it.
Yeah, I'm going to dub it the wedge or the axe wedge, because it definitely seems like it is.
No, I called it first, Blake. I'm going to call it the axe UFO.
Okay,
go ahead, bro.
All right. Well, Brent, you called it the axe UFO, but again, it is very bizarre. It's hard to tell exactly how large it is, but coming from the porthole from the space shuttle, in my opinion, it definitely is some distance from our own space shuttle. I would have to say possibly maybe over a mile at least. So how big is this object? It's hard to speculate, but again, quite massive. But I don't see any mechanical parts, any windows to this thing, and neither did the Black Knight, some of those photographs. So Brent, what is this stealthy object?
If it's interstellar, it doesn't really need to be a shape of a aerodynamic craft. If it's traveling through space, it could go as fast as its propulsion will move it. So what is it? Well, that's a big question, and that's up to people at Third Phase Moon watching right now to make up their own mind, their decision, and leave us your comments and tell us what you think it may be.
That's right, Brent. We're going to let the photograph roll again. I added some brightness, contrast, some sharpen technology, but in no way is this photograph manipulated. It is 100% coming in from the NASA archive high-res images, and I'm going to again be supplying the original link below, so you could take a look for yourself and let us know in the comments. What do you think it is, guys? And everybody, things are going down right now. Everybody's right at the curve, and we're getting there, so hopefully things keep going the way it is. And again, keep your eyes on the skies and have that camera ready. We're standing by right here at Third Phase of Moon, looking forward to your incredible captures around the world. Blake Cousins, we'll see you real soon.